It's me, Cassie Olberg in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. I'll be honest, I was not sure I was going to make my YouTube today. My husband went out of town suddenly because his father wasn't doing so well, and went to visit him, leaving me home alone with a 10-week-old puppy. Now, she is as cute as a button and sweet as can be, but I'll tell you what, I am pretty sure that it was easier to take care of our two small children while my husband was deployed than it is to take care of this puppy. So anyway, today we are going to do a Fast2Fab. So that is something that is very near and dear to my heart. And we are going to be building the sketch challenges that Creative Memories gives us each month and build them right on to our onto our Fast2Fab pages. Hello, Adita from Ohio. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to pull it in and go right over to my desktop, and I'm going to show you some fun things. Now, while we just got the puppy, I am going to take it back to when we got our second Bernese Mountain Dog. So anybody who follows my Facebook life knows that we adopted an older Bernese Mountain Dog as our first one and gave him his end of life after he was done being a breeding dog. And then we adopted a second three-legged Berner and gave her end of life home. And so now we have the puppy. So we're going to take it back to Elsa. So let's talk a little bit about these pages. And I promise the puppy will make some appearances on pages very soon. Okay, so this is a sketch challenge 4 from the August crop. Do you remember seeing that? If you do not do the Creative Memories virtual crop, I highly recommend it. It helps you get some pages done. Uh-oh. Did my camera go out? Okay, it's back. Whew, whew, I hate it when technology happens like that. Okay, so the virtual crop is something that everybody can do. It's free, it's fun, they give you challenges. So I'm going to teach you how to do it with Fast2Fab because you know what? Sometimes we're crazy busy those weekends, but we want to get the challenges done, right? So if we look at this, there's some design elements. So if we pull this page in, we can pull, just move this up so you can see, we can pull this design element in. So it's already there and we don't have to build that. And we're going to pull this page in because it's got a border up here and we already have that. And when you work with collections, so this is the bright pages, they're bright pages. And when we work with collections, there's always papers that match it. So check this out. Super, super easy and fun to pull it together. So let's talk about how to do that. And this is real scrapbooking. I pulled out my pictures. I had the little piles. If you go back to my YouTube from last week, you will see that I had little piles sorted and showed you how I was going to do them. And now if you come into this week, you can see that I just pulled one of the piles. So we can use 2 pictures that are 4x6. We can use 2 pictures that are 4x6 this way. And we can use these 2 that we're going to trim down to 4x4. In fact, let's just do that real quick before we get started on the fun stuff. So, quick stuff. We don't want to cut David's head off. That would be kind of mean, right? And remember, you don't have to make your pictures exactly the same size as the virtual crop. So if I had wanted to keep more of David's legs, I could have. But, you know, as nice as those legs are, I didn't need the whole thing on my page. So cut these down to 4x4. And we have cute Elsa and my wonderful husband. Okay, so now we're going to put these pictures up here. And we're going to do the designs on the page and show you how quick this can be. Okay. This is the really great thing. Creative Memories started giving us actual measurements. So the first thing I want to do is pull this design all the way across. And the reason that I chose this page is because it has paper that allows me to do that. And we come over here and it doesn't give us a measurement for this particular strip, but we're just going to go like this. We're going to measure. It is about 2.5 inches. We want it to cover up this part. So we're going to bring it over 2.5 inches. So here's our trimmer. And we make sure that our little diamond things are the fat way and not the long way because they're the fat way on here. And we're going to measure over 2.5 inches. I love our trimmer. It allows us to measure top and bottom to make sure that we have a perfect cut every time. And that really makes me happy, especially whenever I'm doing smaller things. That would be helpful if I had tape, wouldn't it? Okay. So we're going to bring this over and cut and tape down. I almost said paste. Where did that come from? It has been a long day. That puppy is exhausting. I am going to need my husband to get home soon. Oh, I promise you, it was so much easier with small children home alone for months on end than a couple of days with a puppy. Probably mainly because I'm used to him doing all things animal related since he is the vet. Okay, so now we've pulled that across, so that's super fun. And we can look at our sketch and we need something 5 by 9 and 9 by 9. And voila, check this out. Every pack of paper. Oh, do I like the green side up or the yellow? I was pulling it thinking the yellow, but I really like that green with the purple. That is pretty. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to measure over to 5 inches. And then I need it by 9. So we're going to bring that. And then that is going to go right here. And if I really wanted to get paper conservative, I could have just cut these little squares out. If you're one of those conservers of paper, I am not. I know where to get more. But for those of you who like to do that kind of thing, by all means, save the paper. Okay, so now I'm going to cut 9 inches. By 9 inches. So I took that puppy out every single 45 minutes today. Every 45 minutes, except for one small time period. I was on a coaching call with a dear friend of mine, and all of a sudden, I was yelling in her ear because the puppy decided that she was going to pee on the floor exactly then. Lovely of her, wasn't it? Oh, little booger. Okay, so now, let's see, 9 plus 3 is 12, so we want it to be about 1.5 inches top and bottom. So, if you work on your mat, that helps you keep it real, right? So I put that on here and come down 1.5 inches, which will be to that square, and bam. And then I'll bring this over, add some tape back here. You don't need a lot of our tape. I probably just did a little overkill right there. But again, I know where to get more. But you don't need a lot of our tape. It does hold things so nicely. So don't feel like you have to go crazy. So we're going to put that down. So see how this is coming together? Super fun, super simple. Now I'm going to add some pictures. So I'm going to put me over here. I'm going to add these two right here. Isn't this fun? I get to get scrapbooking done while I talk to you. Now, this is super fun. If you have put your paper into your project folders like you should, then check this out. I'm just going to pull out and look. There's going to be some paper that already matches. So look, we'll just use this. And we will cut our, somebody's commenting. I often struggle with fabulous pages. Oh my goodness. Well, then stick with me because Fast2Fab is my jam. I love Fast2Fab and I will be teaching lots of things. And if you like puppies and Fast2Fab, then you're in luck because there will be lots of puppy photos in our near future and lots of animal stories. I live on a little farm in Pennsylvania. And we have horses and goats and swans and chickens and lots of cats who are my favorite. And then, of course, puppies. Now, Elsa and Phi were both older when we got them, so we only had a few short years with each of them. But we are hoping that with Dee, we have many, many, many years. Okay, so now, where did my sketch go? There we go. There's the sketch. So see how this is coming together? We're going to tape these two down. And I'm going to grab my clear ruler because it's going to help me center these. So this is 9 inches. I always math a little bit, so bear with me. I know math is never anybody's favorite, but this is 9 inches. So, and our pictures are 4 and 4, so that's 8. So that gives us 1 inch in between. So we need about 1/3 of an inch in each spot. So it just helps us because there's 3 spots, right? There's there, and there. So, you know, I have a degree in math, so my mom would be so proud. I'm using it for scrapbooking now. Oh my goodness. Actually, she would. She loves what I do. Love. Okay, so here we go. And then we're going to plop this picture down and just kind of center it here. There's no wrong way to do it, guys, but I'm just showing you. I'm showing you my honest and true how I scrapbook and how I get it done, because life is busy and I don't always have time to make every page from scratch and perfect. But for me, I feel like my pages are perfect enough and they make me happy. So, and after all, who are we scrapbooking for, right? Okay, I'm gonna center that top to bottom. And then I'm gonna add this picture off to the side. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna add a little bit of a border. I was gonna just pull this element in and be done, but I decided against that as I was making it, and I had pulled this border over with me because I thought if I am gonna pull an element over, I really think that I might like it to be the hearts, because I really like hearts. So, okay, I'm gonna try to use up this piece. So it's better to use something like this that goes and the whole piece comes out. But let's face it, sometimes we are down to a little bit and we didn't grab a whole sheet of paper and we're on camera and we don't want to run across the room, or various other reasons. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it up there, and you have to measure, you have to put it up against the top on this side and press down. Whoa! Okay, let me just get my phone back to where it should be. Okay, and then I'm going to just keep moving it across. Now, if you look closely, this has this little triangle here, and the little triangle is there so that I can come up here and I can measure and go across, right? And our tools are so simple to use. And look, even whenever you have just a little tiny piece of paper, you can make it work. I didn't bring it quite to the edge over here, but no big deal. If you ever have that happen, you just circle back. Uh-oh, I think my puppy might be being bad. I hear my son out there. Oh, he'll survive. Okay. And then I'm going to make another little piece to go on the other side. And I only need it to go a tiny bit across. So I'm just going to punch like this. See, and this is the better way to do it, whenever it comes all the way to the end and you can easily see it. But honestly, it can work the other way, and you can have a conservation of paper there. Okay. So now I need a repositionable tape. Oh, thank goodness. I forgot to bring that over too. Telling you, it's been a day, girls. Okay. Did not bring my silicone mat, so that's okay. I am just going to grab this. Not the best choice, but guess what? It'll work. Because it'll just rub right off my thing. And this is how I scrapbook in real life. You know, I'm just trying to be real here. I will just grab what I need to grab, and I will make whatever's around me work whenever I didn't bring something. So there's never a reason to panic if you don't have exactly what you planned to use. You can always make it work. Okay, so I want this to line up with that one. And it's going to come across, and look, it goes right to the edge of there. I don't even know how I did that. That was magic. That was just a scrap piece of paper, and it worked. Okay, so now I have added all of the elements I'd like to add, and I can do a little bit of embellishing if I want to, and I can add a little bit of journaling if I want to. So I might put this up here. In fact, I'm going to put that up there. I think I'm going to move this down a little. And then if you have everything in your folder, it should be so nice and easy. Just pull some stuff out. I threw some Tropic Time that I had left over in here because Tropic Time would go nice with there too. But look, Elsa can have this pretty flower. Oh, Elsa would have loved that. Oh, and this You Make My Life Sweeter, because she really did. She was just the sweetest dog. She would hover up against your leg. And I want one more thing. One more thing. Oh, I'll put this a little bit more up here on camera. So I'm just trying to make a little collection of 3 down here, because clusters of 3 are, of course, the most desired look. You know what? I'm going to put this little bumblebee. That's super cute. And we're going to move these out of the way. And I'm going to put these flowers down. And then I'm going to put this cute little saying. This was from a National Scrapbook Day. I just thought it would go nice with this collection, so I threw it into the project folder. So when you finish up with the collection, if you just throw it in with things that it'll look nice with, then you have more chance of actually using it later. So having those things organized really does help. And that's it. There we go. Let me get it straight. Fast2Fab, all done. And that is how I put together my actual pages in real life. So I hope this helped you. And I hope it was fun. And I'm going to get back to see what my puppy might have destroyed while I was on YouTube. Wish me luck. Have a fabulous evening. And thanks for being here.